Listen up. All right, guys, so we've got John Staats with Staats Racing here. And you got a lovely wife sitting over there who's been very supportive today. John, can you give a quick rundown of like what the weekend has been so far for you? This is Sunday here, which is really the grinding day. This is the day that really matters. But you guys got here on Tuesday night. And I know Friday there was a little bit of a mishap. Can you kind of go over what the weekend's been like for you so far?
Yeah, man, it's been a great week so far. Basically got here Tuesday, Wednesday. Rain came in, so we had no chance to test the nitrous. We're running nitrous for the first time in 7 or 8 years, so it's kind of a new experiment with this class. We felt it was the best chance to win and just have a competitive advantage with the weight of the car. We can either take weight out, which is very tough for a street car, or add nitrous, which was, you know, more beneficial.
Sure.
So on Friday, first pass 770. Second pass then was a 750, and then we thought we lifted the head. We're not 100% sure the gasket looked good, but had to pull the head out and check it, and we cleaned everything up, put a new gasket on, and it's been good ever since.
Awesome. Now, Saturday, how did things go? So at the end of the night there, Saturday night, it looked like there was a bit of a mishap there at the end of the track. So a bunch of white smoke. What was that all about?
Yeah, so same thing. With the nitrous, we're really taxing the fuel system. So it's a Weldon pump in there with a JMS boost volt controller, basically ups the amperage and ups the volts of the fuel pump. We turned it up because on that last 750 pass we were running lean. So we had to add about 5–6% more fuel across the board, and we turned up our fuel pressure, and we turned up our JMS to 100%. It's usually about 75%. It popped the pump fuse of the Weldon. So going on the track, lost all power, heard a big pop. Obviously smoke came out of it, thought it was done, pulled the chute, got over, checked, couldn't really find anything under the car. No, I thought a rod was to be sitting there.
Sure.
Just the way it lost power just felt funky. I gave up mentally, you know, I came back, I'm like, I'm done, screw it. We're at 750, it's good for the car, but we need to get back and really get this nitrous under control and, you know, get some more safety parameters around it and really get some tuning done on it before we just kind of came out and kind of winged it, you know. We're just going off of Delgado, which is master tuner, but you know, we're just kind of getting the nitrous under control. But no, the team kept wrenching on it, we kept checking stuff, and next thing you know, we went to fire the car up, everything looked good, and we had no fuel pressure. We couldn't hear the fuel pump turn on. So next thing you know, we checked the fuses pop, we're like, oh my god.
That's like that's pretty much the best case scenario. I mean, you don't want anything like to happen, but a fuse is a simple fix.
Yeah. So we put a brand new fuse in it, turned it on, car runs.
That's awesome.
Doesn't miss a beat, sounds all right. So we're gonna send it here on Sunday and, you know, try to go rounds is the goal here.
Now how many cars are in your field today?
32 car field. So
and what class are you in?
Wild Street.
Wild Street.
Yeah.
Now last year you were in which?
Super Street.
You were in Super Street. Now you went down to a more aggressive class this year. Now, is there a reason for that or something you wanted to try different this year?
Yeah, now I call it the Staats weight penalty. So last year we went 770s. At about 35, 40, 35, 50 pounds in the car. Okay. And it's just too fast for the class. So this year they added even more weight on. We would have had to add about 350 to 400 pounds to the car, which it's just a lot of weight to put in a car.
Sure.
We don't test that way. We race around 3,300 all year. Yep. So adding the nitrous and adding a little bit of weight here and there is no problem, but adding 400 pounds to a car just changes the balance of a car a lot. So we just felt, like I said, Wild Street was the next progression of what we want to go. I want to go faster, I want to go slower.
Absolutely.
So there you go, man. Put the nitrous on and let's go faster.
That's awesome. John, thank you very much, guys. Again, check out Staats Racing. Also, I'll give a big shout out to his Instagram here because he's all proud of himself now. Thank you again, man.
Yep. thing.
All right, guys, so we've got Brandon Bless here, BB, or BBS GTR. You can check him out down below, too. You've been helping pretty much all weekend, not all weekend, but since Tuesday with John Staats and the Staats Super Team. So what's your experience so far as we hear the race cars go there? What's your experience so far being track support for the weekend?
Well, the last time I've been to World Cup was back in 2012. So do the math, it's been a good amount of time. So we're down here, we left Tuesday evening, come down, we stayed with Jack and his Supra. We were third in line at the gate, which made it nice for parking. We got a good spot, and we really just been constantly checking stuff, running around, the basic stuff with racing, fuel, tune, suspension, oil changes, plugs, just keeping up with the car 100% as we can, because we want to do obviously the best we can. So minor head issue, as Ryan might have talked about. I'm not sure if he did, but the one qualifying round 2, we had an issue where the head lifted a little bit. So Ryan and a bunch of his come back, we all teamed together to get the head off. Had it off in about an hour. Huge thanks to Tony Phillips for the head gasket. Got us back up. We made a pass. It spun. Next qualifying round, we lost the fuel pump fuse, as John had mentioned. Got that fixed, looked over the log, everything is great, good compression. Going into eliminations, round 7, or 7th qualifier in eliminations, and we're going to kick it as hard as we can and hopefully get the win.
Awesome, thanks BB. Guys, check them out, BBS GTR, the Staats Racing Team support. All right, guys, we have Crystal here, which is John Staats' lovely, lovely wife, who is super supportive. So what's it like being the wife of a man who seems to be always dove into his car? What's it like being the wife of a racer?
I think it's just, I don't know, it's just part of the deal. Like you know what you're getting into when you start dating a racer.
Sure.
So I don't know. I love it too, so it's easy. It's easy for me, and that's how we met. We met at a drag strip. I've always been into cars. I was raised by my dad, so like this is part of me too. So it's easy for me. It's our thing.
And that's the biggest thing I wanted to point out too. You actually truly enjoy racing. You enjoy the cars and stuff. Like
I was into cars long before him, and like I said, that's how we met. And so it's like that's our thing together. Everything else is like we work through everything else. Like, we don't have to work through racing. That just comes natural.
And see, that's awesome. Most, including myself, my wife and I like cars. I like cars a lot more. It's not the same, but it's cool that you two actually have that on a relationship level. Like both thoroughly enjoy it.
Right.
I always wanted to ask you though, Crystal, would you ever want to actually race a car? Would you want to do it?
About it? And people have asked me that. I don't know. Like I've like done like you get up beside somebody and you know they rev, you rev, and you kind of punch it, and I shake like crazy. Like my adrenaline goes nuts. So I don't even know if I could handle what they do. But I mean, I enjoy shifting gears and driving cars, and I don't know if I could do that. I thought about it, like just once maybe.
I'm all for it. I'm Team Crystal right now. I think there needs to be a Crystal car.
I don't know. I'd have to start on a much smaller scale.
So when you guys met, John already had the Supra, and you guys met at the drag strip. So let's talk about that just that little bit at least. How'd you guys meet at the drag strip? You're just there one day, or did someone introduce you guys?
So I was already dating another guy who was a drag racer, and he had a 03 Cobra, and John's best friend had an 03 Cobra, same color and everything. So they started talking. So like I'm on the side of the guy I was dating, and John's on the side of his best friend. So we all got to know each other, and then we'd see each other. We're all from the same area, so we'd see each other at Walmart, restaurants, this and that. And then we knew each other for like 3 or 4 years, and then one night I was at a local bar, he was there, and we started chatting. You know, hey, how have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. And next day we messaged each other, and it just kind of rolled from there. So it was kind of cool, because like I already knew, I was into, like I love Supras a long time ago. I knew him, you know, prior from the drag strip, but also because he was the only one in the area with a Supra, and that was just, you don't see too many of them. It's not like you see it.
Sure.
Mustangs driving around everywhere. So I don't know. It was just.
It was love at first sight.
It was.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome. I'm glad. It's just. I wanted to point out how supportive you are, and like coming here, and you've been here for the most part. You've been here all weekend, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I try and come as early as I can. We have 2 little boys, so they come first.
Of course.
So I stay back and get them for the week, and then we get a sitter on the weekend, and I come down, and then we video chat and send the races and let them know when he's up so they can watch live. But I think next year we're going to bring them along. They're finally old enough that they want to come and be a part of it. So hopefully next year they'll be here with us.
Awesome. That's so awesome. And Crystal, thanks for talking with me, guys. Crystal is always so nice and she's so supportive. Thanks again.
Thank you.
So finishing out this video here, I've got a couple more clips of Staats car racing here, which you're seeing right now. Unfortunately, the night didn't end as well as he would have liked. You'll see here shortly that he actually blew a coolant plug out the side of the block, and I'm pretty sure they cracked the block too, which it pressurized the coolant system and they lifted the head. It was a multitude of things. Sadly, that ended the night for them.